Hamlet, renowned as one of the most illustrious and widely recognized plays penned by the legendary playwright William Shakespeare, delves into the sorrow-laden narrative of Prince Hamlet, hailing from the regal land of Denmark. This timeless masterpiece unravels a tale of tragedy, weaving a complex web of emotions and events that captivate audiences to this day. The protagonist, Prince Hamlet, finds himself entangled in a tumultuous journey, grappling with inner turmoil and external circumstances that shape his destiny. Shakespeare's poetic prowess and intricate storytelling breathe life into this profound narrative, allowing us to witness the unraveling of a prince haunted by the ghostly apparition of his deceased father. King Hamlet, encountering a world of treachery, deceit, and political machinations. Our protagonist embarks on a quest for vengeance, propelled by his unyielding desire for justice. As the plot thickens, Hamlet's soliloquies serve as windows into his tormented soul, allowing us to delve into the depths of his existential contemplations and moral dilemmas. Through his introspection, we witness the internal struggle between duty and morality, love and betrayal, life and death. The play's iconic lines, such as "to be, or not to be, that is the question," have become ingrained in the fabric of our cultural heritage, resonating with audiences across generations. Hamlet's tragic tale serves as a mirror, reflecting the timeless themes of human existence, the fragility of power, and the consequences of unchecked ambition. Shakespeare's masterful craftsmanship, coupled with the extraordinary depth of character development, transports us to a world where passion collides with reason, and where the human spirit battles against the forces of fate. Hamlet, with its profound exploration of the human condition, continues to captivate audiences, reminding us of the eternal power of Shakespeare's genius and the enduring relevance of his work. The opening scene of the play commences with a spine-chilling apparition, none other than the spectral manifestation of Hamlet's deceased father, King Hamlet himself. In a haunting revelation, the ghost discloses to the anguished prince that he met his untimely demise at the hands of none other than his own flesh and blood, Claudius, who, in a twisted twist of fate, has subsequently wed Hamlet's mother, the esteemed Queen Gertrude. Consumed by an overwhelming sense of sorrow and fury, Hamlet, with every fiber of his being, solemnly vows to seek retribution for his father's untimely demise. As the play unfolds, we witness Hamlet grappling with the torment of his own wavering resolve and inner turmoil, torn between conflicting emotions that plague his every thought, in an elaborate ruse to manipulate those in his midst, particularly his beloved Ophelia. The protagonist assumes the guise of madness, feigning a state of derangement that successfully misleads those who surround him. Tragically, this deception takes its toll on Ophelia, as she succumbs to the overwhelming pressures of her own deteriorating mental state, ultimately leading to her untimely demise by drowning. The relationship between Hamlet and Ophelia becomes increasingly strained as a result of Hamlet's all-consuming obsession with seeking vengeance for his father's death and his deep-seated suspicion towards the female gender. Hamlet's relentless pursuit of revenge consumes him to such an extent that it leaves little room for him to truly connect with Ophelia on a genuine and intimate level. His preoccupation with unraveling the truth behind his father's murder leaves him emotionally distant and mentally unstable, causing him to view Ophelia with a constant air of skepticism and mistrust. This inherent distrust of women, which may stem from his disillusionment with his own mother's hasty remarriage, further exacerbates the already strained dynamics of his relationship with Ophelia. Consequently, Hamlet's overwhelming preoccupation with revenge and his deep-rooted distrust of women act as formidable barriers, hindering any chance of a harmonious and loving bond between him and Ophelia. As the play continues to unfold, Hamlet's suspicions towards Claudius grow more pronounced, mirroring a reciprocal rise in Claudius' own doubts regarding Hamlet's true intentions. In his relentless pursuit of vengeance, Hamlet devises a cunning plan to expose the truth behind his father's heinous murder. He orchestrates a meticulously crafted play that eerily mirrors the events leading to his father's demise, with the hope of provoking a guilty conscience within Claudius. Alas, despite Hamlet's calculated efforts, Claudius remains unperturbed and shows no signs of remorse, fueling Hamlet's mounting exasperation and despair. As the intricate web of the story deepens and becomes more complex, an unforeseen and tragic event occurs. Hamlet, in a moment of confusion and intense emotion, unknowingly takes the life of Polonius, who happens to be Ophelia's beloved father. In a heartbreaking twist of fate, Hamlet mistakes Polonius for Claudius, the very person he seeks to hold accountable for his father's untimely demise. This unintended act of violence sets off a chain reaction of turmoil and conflict within the kingdom, exacerbating the already tense atmosphere and plunging the characters further into a maelstrom of emotions and consequences. Hamlet's unwavering commitment to self-reflection and deep contemplation regarding the complexities of existence, encompassing both life and death, is brought to the forefront and emphasized through the masterful execution of his renowned soliloquies, most notably the universally recognized and oft-quoted "to be or not to be" monologue. During the climactic final act, a succession of heart-wrenching events transpire with alarming speed. Laertes, the grief-stricken brother of Ophelia, driven by his overwhelming desire for vengeance in the wake of his father's untimely demise, forms a treacherous alliance with Claudius, the cunning and manipulative king, in a sinister plot to end Hamlet's life. The scheme they have devised centers around the utilization of a sword tainted with poison, as well as a cup laced with a lethal substance, with the combined effect of culminating in the demise of numerous individuals involved. In the pivotal and highly intense final confrontation, Hamlet finds himself inflicted with a severe wound by the skilled Laertes, yet he summons his strength and ultimately triumphs by slaying his opponent with the treacherous, venomous blade. Amidst the ensuing tumult and confusion, Gertrude, unaware of the lethal contents within, inadvertently imbibes from the cup of poison, leading to her untimely demise. As Hamlet, fully aware of his impending doom, mustered his courage and confronted Claudius, he resolved to ensure that justice prevailed. With unwavering determination, he compelled Claudius to partake from the very cup tainted with poison, sealing his fate in the same manner as his own. As the final confrontation unfolds, Hamlet's instincts kick in, allowing him to dodge some of Laertes' strikes. However, one swift and calculated blow finds its mark, causing a severe wound on Hamlet's side. Pain shoots through his body, but he refuses to succumb to the agony. Summoning every ounce of strength, Hamlet fights back with a determination fueled by his desire for justice. As Laertes relentlessly attacks, Hamlet's mind races, piecing together the puzzle of his opponent's treachery. He realizes that the sword Laertes wields is not just a weapon but a tool of deceit, coated with a deadly poison. Hamlet's heart sinks as he comprehends the depth of the manipulation he has been subjected to. With the knowledge of his impending doom, Hamlet's focus sharpens. He becomes acutely aware of the danger that lies before him, but he refuses to let fear paralyze him. Instead, he channels his anger, his grief, and his thirst for revenge into each swing of his own sword. As the battle rages on, the tension in the air is palpable. The audience holds its breath, watching the two adversaries dance with deadly precision. Hamlet's movements become more calculated, his strikes more deliberate. He parries Laertes' attacks with skill and precision, even as the poison coursing through his veins tries to weaken him. In a moment of opportunity, Hamlet disarms Laertes, causing him to stumble backward. Seizing the chance, Hamlet lunges forward, his sword finding its way to Laertes' chest. A gasp fills the air as Laertes falls to the ground, defeated by the very weapon he intended to use against Hamlet. But the treachery does not end there. Hamlet's eyes dart towards the deceitful king, who watches the scene unfold with a twisted satisfaction. It becomes clear that Claudius had orchestrated this entire plan, hoping to eliminate Hamlet once and for all. With a newfound determination, Hamlet turns his attention towards Claudius. He knows that his battle is not yet over. As he approaches the throne, his mind races, searching for a way to expose the king's wickedness. In a moment of inspiration, Hamlet grabs the poison cup, the final piece of this sinister plot. With a voice filled with authority, Hamlet accuses Claudius of his crimes, revealing the truth to all who are present. The room erupts in chaos, as the courtiers and onlookers grasp the extent of the king's malevolence. In the midst of the commotion, Hamlet raises the cup, offering it to Claudius. The king's face contorts with fear, realizing that his own treachery has brought about his downfall. With a venomous smile, Hamlet watches as Claudius hesitates, knowing that his time is running out. In a final act of defiance, Hamlet drinks from the cup, sealing his own fate. The room falls silent as he collapses to the ground, his body succumbing to the poison. But even in his last moments, Hamlet's victory is evident. He has exposed the king's wickedness, ensuring that justice will prevail. As the curtain falls, the audience is left in awe of Hamlet's triumph over deceit and betrayal. Though his life may be cut short, his legacy will endure, a testament to the power of truth and the resilience of the human spirit.